Have you ever wondered why sunlight is often associated with vitamin D? Well, let me enlighten you. Our bodies are quite remarkable, you see. When sunlight hits our skin, it triggers a process that leads to the natural production of vitamin D. Think of it as a little bit of everyday magic right there on your skin. To delve a bit deeper into the science, the ultraviolet B or UVB rays from the sun interact with a type of cholesterol in our skin. This interaction produces vitamin D3, which is then converted to its active form, vitamin D, in our kidneys. It's a beautiful, intricate process that keeps us healthy and strong. Now you might be wondering, how much sunlight do I need for optimal vitamin D production? Well, it's not as much as you might think. Generally, about 15 to 20 minutes of sun exposure on your face, hands and arms a few times a week is sufficient. And this doesn't mean you need to be lying out in the midday sun. This could be as simple as a brisk walk during your lunch break or a quick gardening session in the afternoon. Of course, the amount of sunlight needed can vary based on factors such as age, skin type, location, and time of year. For instance, people with darker skin may need a bit more sun exposure, as their skin has more melanin, which can reduce the skin's ability to produce vitamin D. Similarly, if you live closer to the poles, where winter days can be short and sunlight scarce, you might need to spend a bit more time outside. But what if you live in a place with little sunlight, or have a lifestyle that keeps you indoors most of the time? Well, don't worry, my friend. There are still plenty of ways to ensure you're getting enough vitamin D, and we'll be diving into those in the next scene. So stick around and let's continue this journey to better health together. Don't worry, sunlight isn't the only source of vitamin D. Did you know it's also found in certain foods? Yes, indeed, the sun isn't our only ally in the quest for vitamin D. It's time for us to delve into the dietary sources of this essential nutrient. Let's start our culinary journey in the sea, where we find fish as a rich source of vitamin D, fatty fish to be precise. The likes of salmon, mackerel and tuna are swimming with this vital vitamin. Besides being a hearty meal, these fish can help you meet your daily vitamin D requirement. So next time you're at the fish market, you might want to give these a second glance. Next stop, we find ourselves at the butcher's, staring at beef liver. Now, liver might not be everyone's first pick when it comes to dinner, but when it comes to vitamin D, this often overlooked cut of beef is a powerhouse. So why not give it a try? A well-cooked liver and onions dish might surprise you, and your body will thank you for the vitamin D boost. Now let's move on to something a bit more universally loved. Cheese. Cheese, particularly the types like cheddar and Swiss, contain a good amount of vitamin D. So next time you're having a cheese platter, remember, you're not just indulging your taste buds, but also contributing to your vitamin D intake. And what about our breakfast staple, the humble egg? Yes, the yolks of eggs are also a source of vitamin D. That's a good reason to enjoy the whole egg and not just the whites. So whether it's a fried egg for breakfast or a boiled egg in your salad, remember, it's not just protein you're getting, but also a dose of vitamin D. Lastly, let's talk about fortified foods. You might have seen certain dairy products or cereals marked as fortified with vitamin D. This means that vitamin D has been added to these foods. So a bowl of fortified cereal or a glass of fortified milk could help you start your day on a vitamin D high note. Remember, a varied diet is key. Don't rely on just one or two sources. The more varied your diet, the better your chances of getting the right amount of vitamin D along with other essential nutrients. And if you can't get enough vitamin D from sunlight or food, there's another option for you. But that's a topic for our next scene. Stay tuned as we continue our journey into the world of vitamin D. Have you considered taking vitamin D supplements? It's a question that many of us may have pondered upon at some point or another. Supplements can be a convenient and effective way to ensure we're getting enough of this essential nutrient, especially when dietary sources and sunlight exposure may not be sufficient. Vitamin D supplements play a significant role in our health. They are particularly crucial for those who may struggle to get enough of the vitamin naturally. This could include people living in northern climates with limited sunlight, those with darker skin tones, older adults, and individuals with certain dietary restrictions or medical conditions. When choosing a vitamin D supplement, you want to look for a few key things. First, ensure it contains vitamin D3, which is the form most easily used by our bodies. Second, look for supplements that are third-party tested for purity and potency, ensuring you're getting what's promised on the label. It's also important to pay attention to the dosage. The recommended daily intake of vitamin D varies depending on age, sex, and overall health. For most adults, the daily vitamin D requirement ranges from 600 to 800 international units. However, some individuals, especially those at risk of deficiency, may require higher doses. It's always best to consult with a healthcare professional before starting any new supplement regimen. There's no denying that vitamin D supplements can be a valuable tool in maintaining our health. But remember, they are just that, a tool. They're not a substitute for a balanced diet or a sunny walk in the park, but rather, they're a complementary part of a holistic approach to health. In the world of health and wellness, there's always a lot to digest. But hopefully this discussion has shed some light on the role of vitamin D supplements, helping you make informed decisions about your health. Now that we've covered all the bases, let's recap what we've learned. So, how important is vitamin D for your health? Very, as we've discovered. Over the course of this video, we've delved into the crucial role that vitamin D plays in our bodies, and how it's much more than just a vitamin. It's a vital hormone that influences nearly every cell in your body. We've seen how vitamin D is crucial for bone health, aiding in the absorption of calcium and phosphorus, and how it plays a significant role in maintaining a healthy immune system. It's been linked to mood regulation, and there's growing evidence suggesting that vitamin D may have protective effects against everything from hypertension and heart disease to diabetes and certain types of cancer. But like anything in life, balance is key. Too little vitamin D can lead to deficiency with symptoms like fatigue, muscle weakness, and bone pain. On the other hand, too much can lead to a buildup of calcium in your blood, causing nausea, vomiting, and more serious health issues. So it's all about finding that sweet spot, really. We've also explored the various sources of vitamin D. Our bodies naturally produce it when our skin is exposed to sunlight. But as we all know, too much sun can have its own set of problems. So it's important to strike a balance between getting enough sun exposure to produce vitamin D and protecting your skin from potential damage. And of course, we can't forget about dietary sources. Certain types of fish, like salmon and mackerel, are rich in vitamin D, as are fish liver oils. Other good sources include egg yolks and fortified foods like milk and cereals. Incorporating these foods into your diet can help ensure you're getting the vitamin D you need. But for those who struggle to get enough vitamin D through sunlight and diet alone, there's always the option of supplements. They're a simple, effective way to ensure you're getting enough of this essential vitamin. But remember, it's always important to talk to a healthcare professional before starting any new supplement regimen. So there you have it, vitamin D. It's a vital part of our health that often goes overlooked, but by understanding its importance and knowing where to get it, we can all take steps towards maintaining optimal vitamin D levels and reaping the benefits it has to offer. And remember, health isn't a destination, it's a journey that requires constant attention and care. You have the power to shape your health, and by making informed decisions, you can ensure you're giving your body what it needs to thrive. Remember, your health is your wealth, so make sure you're getting enough vitamin D. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more health tips and tricks. Thank you for watching.